Welcome student. Arunava bio class. So today we start our class 12 mock test part. Right? So all of the student welcome in our mock test pattern in class 12 2 section. Right? So today we discuss our answer sheet of the first mock test. So also it is the chapter wise solution of our biological part, reproduction in organism. You know, it is the first chapter of your NEET syllabus in the class 12, reproduction in organism, where we discuss the reproduction general properties and discuss the about the asexual reproduction and general about the sexual reproduction. So today we discuss the answer of our first test and discuss some questions on the reproduction in organism, and in the physics and chemistry section we tell the answer. Please you check it from your answer sheet. So first of question, which of the following statement is ultimately correct? In here, lifespan, you know what is the mean by lifespan? Lifespan ultimately is the time period between from the birth to normal death. So the option C is the right option. Single cell organism like the bacteria ultimately are said to be immortal. Amoeba like an immortal. Why they are immortal? Because in here option D is the right, because they continue to live as their daughter cells, because they ultimately produce their daughter cell by the binary fission. In the binary fission process, the parent cells, their material ultimately go to their daughter cells. Their genetic material also be transferred into by this binary fission. So due to this point, the D answer, the single cell animals are immortal because they continue to live as their daughter cells. Question number 3. Which of the following has the longest lifespan? In here, the fourth option is there. In your NCERT books, these organisms and their lifespan is written from this point of view. Banyan tree, their lifespan is more compared to this organism. So in question number 3, A is the right option. Select the option which arrange the given organism in ascending order in their lifespan. Right, in here also this is come from the NCERT point of the lifespan part. In here you see, observe that first one, banyan tree, their lifespan is much more compared to sword, parrot, next crocodile, next the fruit fly. So it is the right option for question 4. C is the right option. Right. I also discussed the more important 26 question from reproduction in organism for your NEET next year. So it is also a suggestion, also be most important questions from the first chapter. So please you bear in mind all of these questions. Question number 5. The meiosis does not occur. Meiosis means it is a reduction or division. It is mainly happening in the sexual reproduction doing the organism which is doing the sexual reproduction, because in that process the daughter cells that is produce the haploid number of chromosome. So in here, asexual reproduction organism, diploid individual, meiosis does not occur, because that is there does not require the haploid cells, because they reproduce by the asexual process, because meiosis is related to sexual process. Show our option 5A. Question number 6. If a leaf cells of agate has a X chromosome, so the leaf of the agate means it is the body cells, so their chromosome number is the 2N, one means the diploids. So then what will be the number of the chromosome in a cell of in the bulbil? Bulbil also the asexual reproductive part, right? So their chromosome number also be diploid. Show our option. The D is the right option. Same number of chromosome is there, leaf cell and the bulbil, because bulbil is the asexual part. In asexual reproduction, chromosome number is not changed. Similar number or same number of chromosome present in the parent cell and the daughter cell. Question number 7. Select the option which show the viviparous animals only. So we know the viviparous and oviparous, the two type of organism is there according to the embryogenesis, where the embryo are formed and which organism are egg-laying animal. Like human beings, we ultimately young delivering organism. On the other hand, birds, they are belongs to the egg-laying animal. So the human beings is a viviparous, and in here also the example of viviparous. So in here the whale and mouse, that is the two mammals, they are belongs to the option the viviparous. So our 7D is the right option. Question number 8. Fertilization cannot occur in the absence of surface of the water. You know, there are lots of different plants, lower group of plants is there. When they are doing the sexual reproduction, the water is the medium for transfer of the gamete. In here, the fucus, funaria and marsilia is the all the three option is the right for that particular question. So D is the all of these is the right option. Which of the ultimately following is not used for the vegetative propagation? You know what is the mean by vegetative propagation? Vegetative propagation means when the reproduction are happening with the help of vegetative part. What is the vegetative part? Like leaf, like the root, like the stem. In here, what is the ultimately most important? Not used, right? In here, not used in the vegetative propagation. In here, the anthrazoids. It is the male part, male reproductive gametes, so it is happening or involved in the sexual reproduction, not in vegetative propagation. So 9 number question, D is the right option. Question number 10. Which of the following cannot serve as a vegetative propagules? Propagules, that means which is not the part helping the vegetative propagation. Cannot, right? In here also we cannot. That means the middle species of sugarcane in the internode, that means it is a permanent tissue. This is not involved in the vegetative propagation. On the other hand, tuber, potato tuber like eyes, pieces of the ginger rhizomes and on marginal species of bryophyllum leaf, all is the vegetative part by which this type of organism are reproduced asexually, vegetatively. But in here, cannot is option is there, so B is the right option. Question number 11. Which of the following group is formed only of the hermaphrodite organism? What is the mean by hermaphrodite? In where the organism have the both sex in a particular organism body. So they have male sex organ, also a female sex organ. In where which type of organism exhibit this type of example? In here, earthworm, tapeworm, leech and sponge, they are belongs to the hermaphrodite. So our option 11D is the right option. Question number 12. It is observed that simple organisms like algae and fungi normally reproduce asexually, but before the onset of adverse condition, they shift into the sexual reproduction. It is so because sexual reproduction, why sexual reproduction happening that time? When the adverse conditions are happening, because the produce a variation. Asexual reproduction, the organism produce, it is a clone to their mother organism. So no variation is happening. But in the case of sexual reproduction, when the adverse condition, that means the environment is changed. So if they follow the sexual reproduction, that time variation is happening. So this organism can be suited for this particular changeable adverse condition. So due to the variation, the 12 number option C is the right option. Question number 13. The growth phase of an organism before attaining the sexual maturity is called, referred to as, you know that when the ultimately growth phase are happening, that means they are not able to produce any gametes. It is called, in the plant and animal, two terms are used. In the plant and animals, in the case of plant, it is called vegetative phase. On the other hand, in the animal, it is called the juvenile phase. In where the question is there in that organism, so both A and B is the right option for question number 13. Question number 14. Clear-cut vegetative reproductions and senescence phase cannot be observed in which phase, which type of plant is a perennial plant. You know, perennial plant means they are alive in many years, where they grow, when they attain the maturity, when they die, it is not easily observed or follow. So the perennial plants like mango are clear-cut vegetative, reproductive and senescence phase cannot be observed. But in an annual plant, you easily observe when the growth are happening, when the fruits or flower are produced, when they die. So annual plant, the vegetative, reproductive and senescence phase easily observed, but perennial plant do not observe, in particular this type of clear-cut sections. So question number 15. Fleshy buds produced in the axil of the leaves which grow from the new plants when set and fallen ground are called the bulbils. So bulbils is like asexual part which is more important. This is from these bulbils and new plants can be formed. So our option B is the right option. Question number 16. Which one of the following processes result in the formation of clone of the bacteria? You know what is the mean by the clone? Clone is the morphological and genetical similarities is there. Totally the same the organism, but which process are follow? This is the follow the one type of asexual process. It is called binary fission. On the other hand, transformation, transduction and conjugation, it is the process of sexual reproduction where the variation is happening, so organism produce, that is not the clone, but in the case of binary fission, the clone are produced, so our option 16 C is there. Question number 17. What is the eye of the potato? What is the mean of eye? What is it? Eye of the potato, it is the axillary buds. That is a very important question in your NET. So question number 17, A is the right option. The change that indicate the reproductive maturity of the humans include. So what is happening when the human beings attain the sexual maturity or puberty? In that time, the change in the skeleton, so growth are happening. That is mostly happening in the male persons. Also, the ultimately more common option, growth of the pubic hair. Right, that is the most two option is there. So our option D, A and B is the right option. When human beings grow the puberty, that time suddenly their skeletons and the weight are increased. Okay, next question. Weight, that means the weight gain is not happening, but all time weight gain is happening, but all time the weight gain is not happening. But in here, the two option is more correct. So our option 18 number question D is the right option. D is the right option. Question number 19. The what clones are individuals that have exactly the same. Clone, that type of organism are produced by the help of asexual reproduction. But the clone means the genetic makeup of the organism are same to their parents and offspring. So our question number 19, D is the right option. Question number 20. When the cyclic change happening in the organism, two type of cycle is there, oestrous cycle and the menstrual cycle. Like the human beings, in the female primates, we are the primates, the human beings are in the human beings the menstrual cycle are happening. But on the other hand, in the non-primates like cow or sheep, there in their body the oestrous cycle is happening. So in that particular question, A is the right option. Question number 21. If a fungal thallus, the fungus body, do not differentiate other parts, which is your roots, what is their stem, do not differentiate it. So it is called the thallus, has both male and female reproductive structure. It would be called the homothallic. Homo means the same. That means two sexual parts present in the same thallus. So it is called homothallic. So our option B is the right option. Select the monocarpic plant out of the following. What is the mean by monocarpic plant? That means the plant grow in many years maybe, but their fruits, their flower is coming in the only one. Mono means the one. So in here, which organism are exhibit this type of example is the bamboo is the most important example is there, which is in the monocarpic, where the flower is happening only coming in the only once in their lifespan. So 22 is the right option. Question number 23. Chromosome number in myocytes of onion. It is a very famous question, also be written in your NCERT books. In the last page is in one chart is there. Right. Myocytes in here, it is the option or clue in that question. Myocytes means which ultimately organism that exhibit the meiosis process. Also it is called the mother cells, right? In here, you know the option is the 16 is the right option for that particular question. B is the right option. Butterfly has the lifespan in where, your very easy question, the 1 to 2 weeks, the lifespan, it is written in the NCERT book also. So very important from the NEET point of view. So 24, B is the right option. Question number 25. Also we already tell that viviparous and oviparous, two type of organism is there according to the embryo where it is produced and what type of organism, the young ones or the egg line. According to this, the viviparous is there. But in here lizard, birds and frogs, in here all is a different type of organism, they ultimately have the oviparous type. But that is not common sort. Sometimes some students also tell that it is the oviviparous, but it is close to oviviparous. So our option in here, the 25 is the right option. Last question for our biological section part, staminate flower. You know what's the mean by staminate flower? Staminate means from, it is coming like this from the stamen. Stamen is the male part of the flower. So you know it is from the antherozoids. That is the male part of the flower. Right? So staminate flower produce antherozoids like the anther in where the pollen grains are developed. So it is the 26th question, B is the right option. It is our biological section. All of these questions are from the first chapter of class 12 NEET syllabus, that is the reproduction of organism. So this question also is very important in your next NEET exam. So very carefully you just learn all of these questions. Okay, now I tell just answer of the physics and chemistry section. Question number 27, the right option is the C. Question number 28, right option C. Question number 29, right option B. Question number 30, right option D. Question number 31, the right option B. Question number 32, right option D. Question number 33, right option D. Question number 34, right option D. Question number 35, right option B. Question number 36, right option C. Question number 37, right option D. Question number 38, right option D. Question number 39, right option B. Question number 40, right option B. Question number 41, right option B. Question number 42, right option C. Question number 43, right option C. Question number 44, right option B. Question number 45, right option B. Question number 46, right option C. Question number 47, right option B. Question number 48, right option A. Question number 49, right option B. Question number 50, that means the right option, the A. So this is all of this question from the mock test 1 from the class 12 section. So best of luck all of the students. Please you just calculate your marks and ultimately share it with you in the WhatsApp number in our group class 12. So best of luck. Thank you very much for doing the class 12 second first mock test. Thank you.